All righty. Are you Mr. Robert Halliday? You can just nod your head yes. All right. The inmate has indicated that he is in fact Mr. Robert Halliday. We're about to start your preliminary hearing. You are charged in warrant number 2025 CW 58617, aggravated assault with a deadly weapon, and 2025 CW 58618, possession of a weapon by an inmate. Representing the state is ADA Thomas. Representing the defendant is Attorney Rogers. Your witness, ADA Thomas.
Thank you, Your Honor. Deputy Bell, if you would, please raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear and affirm that the evidence you should give before the court shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do. Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. You could put your hand down. State your name for the record.
Orion Bell,
How are you employed?
Clayton County Sheriff's Office
In what capacity?
as a deputy.
And were you so employed in that capacity on December the 28th of 2025?
Yes, ma'am.
And did you have occasion to investigate an incident that occurred at 9157 Terra Boulevard?
I did.
And is that within the confines of the city of Jonesboro, Clayton County?
Yes, ma'am.
And exactly what's located at that address?
It's the jail, Clayton County Jail.
And did your investigation involve a Robert Halliday?
Yes, ma'am.
Exactly what happened on that date involving Mr. Halliday at the jail?
So I was dispatched to the jail to investigate a physical assault. Upon my arrival, I met with the jail command staff, Sergeant Merritt, who gave me a rundown of what happened. He advised that Central Control, so Central Control is what monitors all the activities in and by video surveillance in and outside the jail, video and audio surveillance in and outside the jail. They advised staff that there's an altercation, a physical altercation in the housing unit involving 2 inmates. When the sergeants arrived on scene, they spoke with both the inmates, and Mr. Halliday himself admitted to being in a altercation with Mr. Grimes, the victims. And he said at which point it became physical, and he stabbed them a few times.
Mr. Halliday told you this?
Mr. Halliday told the investigator, Sergeant Claiborne, that investigated that incident, and Sergeant Merritt advised that it was all captured on video surveillance.
Now, what exactly was captured on video surveillance?
The altercation.
What about the interview of Mr. Halliday? Was that
was on body worn camera by Sergeant Claiborne, jail command staff.
And where is this video now? The video of the interview and the incident itself, where is that?
It should be with the sheriff's office.
Have you had occasion to review the video?
I did not, ma'am, no.
So you're basing these charges off of your interviews with the
command staff,
jail staff, with command staff?
Yes, ma'am.
And was the victim in this case actually another inmate?
Yes, ma'am.
Was that inmate injured?
Yes.
Do you know how the inmate was injured?
He was stabbed a few times during the altercation that became physical. He was stabbed in the shoulder and I believe in the stomach area, if I'm not mistaken.
Did he require medical treatment?
He did. He was treated on scene by jail medical staff.
Did he have to go to the hospital, or do you know?
No, he did not. Not to my knowledge, no.
Did he make any statements about what happened between himself and Mr. Halliday?
To the investigator that took the.
I'm sorry, Deputy Bell, it's cutting in. Excuse me. Still cutting in and out.
Conversation, or had the initial conversation. This interaction was on her or him.
The first part of, yeah, I can hear you, but it's like it's cutting in and out.
Yeah, my Wi-Fi is terrible. I'm sorry.
That's okay. Let me repeat my question, okay, and we'll try to see if we can get a clear answer. Did the victim make any statements to you regarding this?
Not to me directly, but to Claiborne,
The
which is
command
the one that
staff?
command staff that investigated the incident. Correct.
Okay. Did the victim confirm that he was assaulted by this defendant?
I would believe so. Yes.
You're not sure?
I'm not sure. No. But like I advised, all this incident took place inside the housing unit, and the entire interaction was captured on video surveillance.
So play that part or have her do her.
Did you hear me?
What? Yes,
I'm
I did. I have one more
sorry.
question. Was any type of weapon recovered?
Yes, they discovered a makeshift knife, which we call the shank.
And where was that recovered from? Do you know?
I believe it was from Mr. Holiday.
Was it on his person or was it somewhere else?
To be honest, I am not sure, but they did advise that the knife was recovered and taken into evidence.
Okay. And I believe that's all I have. Oh, one more question. The person that we've been talking about that was involved in this incident, do you see them in court today?
I do.
Could you identify him by physical appearance or article of clothing?
Yeah, he's in, what is that, an orange jumpsuit in the courtroom by the podium. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, and that's all I have. Reserve right for redirect.
All right. Go ahead, Attorney Rogers.
Thank you. Deputy Bell, well, I'm not sure who's the leader. Sounds, correct me if I'm wrong, it sounds like when you say you were, I guess, called in, you don't work in the jail like as a CO or anything, do you?
No, sir.
And so when you say you were called in, oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
No, didn't mean to cut you off. You continue.
Oh, no, I thought you were saying something else. I was going to let you finish. I thought you were maybe going to explain, how you came to be there or something. But yeah, that'll be my next question there. So if I'm understanding, jail staff calls the deputy in and essentially tells you what the issue is. Is that how it starts off?
Yeah, when we have a physical altercation involving especially a weapon that inflicted bodily harm onto someone, most of the correction officers cannot take out charges on these individuals. So yeah, the deputies will be called in to charge the individual.
Okay. And if I'm understanding, when they called you in, all of the investigation, what you testified to about on direct, all of that had already happened. Is that correct?
That's correct.
Okay. And then they just kind of give you the findings that they made and ask you to write up the charges. Is that the next step, basically?
Yes, sir.
And I know they told you about videos and statements and things of that nature. Did they provide you with we'll start with the premises video, the surveillance video. Did they ever provide you with that video?
Not me directly, but all of this is readily accessible. The jail have wonderful video surveillance. Everything is recorded inside the jail. So if an incident occurs and we're called in, one can believe that it's there.
Oh, I understand. I can respect that, but I want to make sure we're being very clear. Definitely, we're not here about beliefs this morning. We only hear about knowledge, facts. So anytime I'm asking a question, I just want to make sure my premise is very clear. If I'm asking a question, I'm not ever asking you to speculate, to believe, or guess. So if you don't know, that's fine too. Like, you don't have to have an answer for everything.
Okay.
But I'd like for people to understand where I'm coming from when I'm asking these questions. So kind of going back to the video part of it, if I'm understanding, they told you about the video, but you haven't seen it, right?
No, sir, I haven't.
And then they told you about the statements that they say Mr. Halliday made, but they didn't give you, or you haven't seen the body cam video of that, have you?
No, I received an email from Sergeant Merritt detailing the exact incident and who responded. After Central Control notified of the physical altercation, I believe Sergeant Claiborne responded and spoke with both victim and offender. And Mr. Holliday himself, according to Sergeant Claiborne, stated that they got into a verbal altercation and it became physical, and he ended up inflicting injuries upon Mr. Grimes, the victim.
And when Claiborne is giving you or creating this summary, is he claiming that, well, I don't know if it's a he or a she, but we'll say Claiborne.
Right.
To your understanding, is Claiborne providing a transcript of what was said, or just the bits and pieces that they've chosen to tell you? Or
so according to the email I received from command staff, body camera were being recorded. So the whole interaction between Mr. Holliday and Sergeant Claiborne is on BWC, body worn camera.
Right. What I'm asking is, well, let me make sure I'm understanding things correct. You haven't seen the body worn camera, right?
No, sir, I have not.
And so when Claiborne is relaying things, does Claiborne provide a transcript of what is said on the body worn camera, as in a back and forth of exactly what everybody is saying?
Maybe in detail to upper command staff, but not to me directly. No, I did not receive that. No.
And does somebody provide you with a video summary of some sort, if I'm understanding it? Is that correct? Somebody provides a video summary?
Rephrase that, please. What do you mean?
What I'm asking is,
Did they provide me?
right, did they tell you? Because you haven't seen it, so I'm guessing somebody's telling you what's on the video, right?
Right. So, like I advised, Central Control monitors everything by video surveillance and audio surveillance in and outside the jail. So once they notified staffing that there was a physical altercation in the housing unit, officers and supervisors responded. So had they not seen something, they could not have reported something.
Right. I understand. Yeah, I understand the general idea that you're getting at, but I'm being very specific here. So that's what I'm asking about. Does somebody say?
I personally have not seen the footage. No.
Okay. Does somebody give you any sort of summary of what they say occurs on the video?
No, sir. Just pretty much that the altercation became physical, and once they responded, they spoke with both the victim and the offender, and Mr. Holliday admitted to being in an altercation that became physical and admitted to stabbing the victim.
Okay. Do you know, as it stands right now, can you say whether or not Mr. Halliday says that he was acting in self-defense when he's explaining it?
No, sir, I can't.
And as far as the video itself, well, not necessarily the video itself, but the altercation, we'll say. Do you know where it begins in the housing unit? As far as, is it in a day room? Is it in an individual cell? Is it like on the stairs? Do you know where it occurs?
So it was in the day room, and they both were pulled out by the sergeant into what they call the catwalk. Catwalk is the area outside of the day room that surrounds the tower. The tower is pretty much what the officer sits in to observe all the sections in the housing unit. So once the sergeant responded, he pulled them out individually and did his investigation. Make sense?
So far, so good. Yeah, I think so. Let me ask, so your understanding is the charged conduct that we're talking about, that happens it happens in the day room, is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. And you said they got pulled out to the catwalk.
Yes.
Yeah, partly I'm just making sure I heard everything correct because the reception is not great sometimes. So it starts in the day room and then,
Yeah.
okay, and then they get pulled out to the catwalk. Does anything happen outside of the day room as you understand it?
Not to my knowledge, no. Not after officers responded. I think everything was, calmed down at that point, and it was more so just figuring out what happened or what transpired or what caused what happened. But to get full details of that incident, you can get that from the sergeant's body-worn camera, who initially interviewed both, or jail surveillance camera and witness live as the incident unfolded.
Okay. And as far as the video or the altercation itself, do you know who? So we got two people involved allegedly. We got Mr. Halliday and I'm not sure if I know the other person's name, but in any event, we have Mr. Halliday and the alleged victim. Who goes to who? Like, how does the altercation start? Like, does Mr. Halliday walk up to that guy and start stabbing? Does that guy run up on Mr. Halliday and try to choke him first? Like, how does it start?
That, sir, in order for me to explain that to you, I'd have to probably watch the video, but I did not see the video, and I pretty much just went by what I was told by the sergeants or jail command, and like I said, everything is recorded on CCTV. So I mean,
Understood. Do you know whether or not the alleged victim ever presented a weapon at any point?
not to the report that I received from the sergeants or the email I received detailing the incident in part. So they didn't advise that Mr. Grimes, the victim, had any weapons with him. They just advised that after speaking with both, Mr. Halliday admitted to pulling out, which is the exact word. After verbal altercation became physical, Mr. Halliday admitted pulling out a shank and stabbing Mr. Grimes.
Did you say that Mr. Halliday said he did that after the altercation became physical?
After the verbal altercation, it became physical. By it becoming physical is when he presented the weapon and started, doing what he did.
And when you say it became physical, do you know whether or not Mr. Halliday is saying the way it became physical is because I stabbed somebody, or is he saying this guy makes it physical and then I defend myself? Do you know which one he's saying?
No, sir. If you're asking me if after the verbal altercation he was attacked and he pulled out a weapon and defended himself, is that what you're asking me? I can't. No, I don't know.
You said, could you say the last part again? You said you don't know.
I don't know. No, I don't know if they were in a verbal altercation. They both start fighting, and then Mr. Halliday started defending himself. I can't give you that. I haven't seen the video. I don't know, but I was going by what was stated to me and your client's admitted statements.
Okay. And when we're talking about, okay. No further questions at this time.
All righty. Any redirect?
No, Your Honor.
All right. Closing arguments. ADA Thomas.
Your Honor, I'll reserve.
All right, Attorney Rogers.
Judge, I'm going to be asking for a dismissal at this point. When we talk about probable cause, that's a discussion about the totality of the circumstances. Um, we don't have the totality of the circumstances here. So I would say we have an insufficient basis just a logical standpoint that if we don't know the totality of the circumstances, we can't make a finding based on the totality of the circumstances. At this point, there's been no testimony about who started the altercation, whether or not one was behaving in self-defense or not, how the parties even came to be interacting. We don't know if Mr. Halliday was, sitting around praying and knitting, and this guy comes over and starts with him, or what's going on. We don't have any basis to say how it started or anything of the sort. And the reason I mentioned that additionally, and I kind of stopped asking questions because I got the idea that generally, um, Deputy Bell, he can only tell us what he's been told. If he's been given an incomplete picture, that's all he's got to give us is an incomplete picture. It's to say that a person admitted to doing something without giving the context of that admission or exactly what they were saying around it. I could say that I admitted to taking $100 from someone's bank account. But if I admit that it's my bank account or that I had their permission, that's the context that we need to know whether or not this is a problem or if this is perfectly understandable, acceptable behavior. And the reason I mention that is because if we can't even give the circumstances to say that Mr. Halliday was not defending himself, then we can't say that this wasn't justified in some way. And I would point out that self-defense as a justification is it justifies all the charges related to that incident, be it an aggravated assault, the possession of contraband, whatever it may be. If your actions are justified by self-defense, the actions that are related to that defense are justified. It's not just the aggravated assault as people may think. It would also be, for instance, if a felon came into possession of a firearm to defend himself. It would also be the justification would also defend against that allegation, Judge. And so right now, like I said, we don't have enough evidence or enough information about the circumstances to say that Mr. Halliday was acting unlawfully or even to make a preliminary determination that he was acting unlawfully, Judge. His case has been, at this point, has been selectively edited, give a person bits and pieces. I could show you highlights from a basketball game, and I could show them to you all from the losing team, and you might think they won the game. They could have lost by 30. If I only showed you the highlights that I wanted you to see, Judge, then I could shape your perception. So for all those reasons, Judge, the fact that we don't have a complete picture, totality of the circumstances, anything like that, I would ask for a dismissal for lack of probable cause, Judge. Thank you.
All righty, ADA Thomas, thank you.
Your Honor, for the most part, the state's going to stand on the testimony of the officer, but I would like for the court to consider, I guess, a couple of things. First of all, this entire thing was videotaped. I would agree with the deputy on this. The jail seems to have a whole lot of video recording all this stuff that's going on there, and this one captured this young man. Second, the incident was actually observed by the person working the tower that day. Third, this defendant made a statement. Now, granted, none of this was made directly to this deputy, but the deputy is an investigator who took interviews with the individuals who did in fact interact directly with him and who observed him on the video. So for the purposes of probable cause, Your Honor, state would contend that more sufficient evidence has been presented to the court by the deputy and would ask that the case be transferred.
All right, thank you. All right, so based upon the evidence presented, I do find that there is sufficient probable cause to bind these charges over to the Superior Court of Clayton County. That's the order of the court.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. This inmate can go back, deputy. Thanks, officer.
Thank you.
Your Honor, and the officer is logged on for the, I'm not gonna even try, I think his first name is Thonging for the case involving the interpreter.
All right, if you could tell me what we have next.
I have
Now,
an
that
announcement,
would be the interpreter case. I'm sorry, Mr. Charles. Go ahead.
Okay.
Judge, on the Parks case.
Okay.
I'm gonna bind that over. I'm gonna bind that over.
So it's gonna be a straight waiver?
Waiver and consent bond.
Consent.
The bond waiver. Okay. All right.
And Mr. McNulty is going to be a hearing, and we're ready at the court's convenience.
All right. And so do we have the officer on that one? No,
No,
we were gonna do the interpreter case next.
Yes, ma'am. My officer is present. I
All
think
right,
that
Attorney Rogers, you're up again. Do we still have the interpreter on? I don't see her.
I do. Is it Kamala?
Yes,
Oh, that's
ma'am.
her? Okay. All right, if you can bring out Mr. Thonging, please.
Judge, are we going to be using the interpreter function for this hearing? Yeah.
All right, Attorney Rogers. I think
Judge,
I'm still live.
Judge, we had an interpreter set up for Mr.
Oh, yeah, the interpreter mode. Sorry, it just reminded me of that. And what is it gonna be? What's the language?
Laotian. Laos, Laotian.
Oh, is there something else? I don't have that option. I have Chinese, Japanese, German, French, Russian, Portuguese, Spanish, and Korean.
How about Laos? Laos.
Okay, it's not.
Laotian.
It's,
Laoati.
no. I'm saying the feature has certain languages already embedded that I have to choose from. That is not one of them.
Judge, I think it's everybody's on the same. Like,
Say that again.
I said, I think if everybody's on the same channel, so to speak, like to the extent that
We good?
I think that's how it should work.
Okay.
But also,
Because last week we did somebody and the language was something unusual. and they picked either Spanish or French, and it worked. I don't know how, but it did. Do you remember that, Mr. Rogers, or was that Mr. Lewis's case?
No, I wouldn't mind, but I don't think that the Zoom is going to actually
I'm
care
gonna
about.
I'm gonna select Spanish and let's test it.